Officer, look, hands up. Yep, your hands are up, and now I'm asking you to step out of the car.
He verbally abused me.
Well, that doesn't give you the right to spit on him. Guess what? You verbally abused me as soon as I got here. Did I spit on you? You're under arrest for battery.
Too many people don't understand the difference between a person being racist and an officer doing their job. They've been conditioned to believe that whenever things don't go their way, racism is to blame. For them, the law only exists to oppress them. Hence, they feel no need to obey it. Those people are about to be educated.
Absolutely. See what I'm saying?
I hope you can see the way you act on
No. I hope you can see. Because that you doing.
Duggins reveals that she is on the police advisory committee. Officer Duffy expresses delight and says that he hopes others get to see how she's acting through the body cam footage. This woman is a member of the police advisory board, but despite that, she doesn't appear to know how the law works. At first, she attempts to throw her position of authority around to try and get out of the situation. But when the cops don't budge, she assumes the position of a victim to get back at the police officer.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you? I'm Darlene.
You own the car.
I do, yes.
Here's what happened. I was parked up on the median. You see where I park up there or no?
Yeah, I do.
We have license plate readers on the car. It hit on your plate as being expired and suspended.
But it's not.
Insurance.
It's really not.
No, what I'm saying is it says suspended due to insurance cancellation.
Right.
But it is expired 7/22 last month.
But it's not.
You got it all
you
set?
talking about, with this, what?
Plate.
Yeah, what happened is my car, and they're trying to handle that. I went to court for my registration. I can't get it inspected until they.
Oh yeah. I'm not even worried about the inspection.
Right.
It's the plate that it hits on.
Right, but what I'm saying is I can't do anything until as far as with that, because I haven't insurance.
Do you have insurance?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Or do you have it on your phone? Most people do now.
The body cam footage begins as Officer Dan Duffy steps out of his car. A Mercedes-Benz is pulled over in front, and he approaches the driver's side with a casual greeting. A woman, identified as 53-year-old Darlene Duggins Magdalinsky, in the back seat behind the driver's side, answers, and they exchange pleasantries. Duggins admits that she is the owner of the car. The officer informs her that the license plate reader on his car picked up her license plates as being expired and suspended. Duggins initially denies that it is expired. She says that she went to court and cannot currently do anything. The officer asks if she has insurance. Duggins claims that she does, and she has proof of it on her phone and goes to look for it.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
She don't. I had her driving. Yes, she does. I had her driving because I normally drive. You want my license?
No. You don't have your license on
She
you?
doesn't. No. Okay.
What is your name, ma'am?
Fatira.
F.
A-T-I-R-A-H.
And what's your last name? Did you change companies or something?
Yes. First of all, yes, I changed companies because I'm with Glazier now.
Who were you with?
I was with Unison.
So here's what happens.
Okay.
When you leave one company to the next, the old company sends a letter saying they don't have insurance with us anymore. New company is supposed to send something and update PennDOT.
Just relax, baby.
All right, so you pull that up and I'll be right back, okay?
Sure.
Officer Duffy moves to the driver of the car, Fatira, Duggan's daughter. He asks her if she has her driver's license. Now this is where things get a bit sketchy. The woman in the back says that the driver doesn't have one, and the driver claims that she has one. Duggins says that she normally drives instead of the woman in the driver's seat. Officer Duffy confirmed that the woman driving the car didn't have a license, so he went to get her name. The officer returns to Duggins, who still hasn't found her the documents to prove that she has insurance.
Have a warm-up. Relax, okay? I have to take you out. I don't have a choice, okay? I don't have to cite you for your suspended license. I'm not going to. And if that's your child, I'm not going to take you in front of your child, okay? Follow me?
I'm just only a caregiver.
Here's a quote. Is this grandma?
Yeah, but she's not able.
Grandma's able to help out. All right? Listen. You're going to have to be here till Monday. I know, it sucks.
Do this again.
I'm sorry.
She's having.
I cannot do this
bad
again.
experiences with this.
I cannot.
I understand it, but I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
This is why.
Here's what happens.
Just relax,
They've been
Titi.
doing this
Just
to me.
relax.
Why do they keep doing this to me, Mom? No, I can't go. I cannot do it, Mom. I
Officer Duffy calls Fatira over and calmly informs her that there is a warrant for her. He tells her he has to take her in and he doesn't have a choice. He offered not to cite her for the suspended license and that he wasn't going to. He tells her he will not take her in front of her child, and he asks her to follow him. He sympathizes with Miss Fatira even as she appears to have a mental breakdown. She continues to yell that she is being unjustly treated.
Don't make threats about my car. I told you that I'm
670
trying
to county.
to
Truck
find
51 here. There's no threat.
whatever. You know what? I definitely need that on the phone with the mayor and chief. So
Get
don't
on there
threaten
with the
me.
mayor and chief.
Don't threaten me.
Don't threaten.
Don't threaten
telling
me.
you what
I
I'm doing.
told you I got a new phone and I'm trying to pull it up. Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me.
I know. I tried to keep this calm.
Don't
No,
threaten me.
it's not
See this?
that.
Look
Don't
at this.
threaten me.
No,
Look at her chirping.
don't, no, please don't do that to my mother.
Okay.
Don't do that to her.
He-
Because you see, she was looking up their
Don't
insurance, and now
threaten.
she was
That's a
coming
bad
over
idea.
to me.
So why isn't she?
That's a bad idea.
Because you see what we're
That is a
dealing
bad
with.
idea.
What we're dealing with, and this is ridiculous. This is the third time over a Capias, and I
Ma'am.
keep going to court, and they
Well,
keep
he's not gonna
doing
do
this to me.
While Duggins is attempting to calm her daughter and take control of the situation, Officer Duffy informs her that he is going to have to tow her car if she cannot provide proof of her car's insurance. While Duggins appeared to be very calm when she was informed that her daughter was going to be arrested, the mention of her car being towed immediately sent her off, and she accused Officer Duffy of making threats about her car. The policeman says he is not threatening her, but she continues to warn him not to threaten her. Duggins starts to argue with the officer, and she dares him to tow her car. She claims that she is a well-known, respected woman, and that she has no reason to lie. The officer asks her to provide her insurance. Duggins says that she will call the mayor, but the policeman challenges her to do it. Things are starting to get heated between Duggins and Officer Duffy.
Here, just step aside there, man. I gotta take the plate off.
No, you're not taking my plate off of my car.
Man,
You're
she's
not-
arrested.
You're not taking my plate off of my car.
I'll wait till
No,
the tow
I'm
truck
gonna
comes.
try. No, because what I need to do is I need to try to pull up my. No, I'm gonna try to get this downloaded. I have insurance. No.
There's two parts. You could have insurance.
Right.
You could have the card on you right now, but the problem is when you drive with a plate that is suspended.
But it's not. That's what I'm explaining.
PennDOT has it suspended.
But I'm explaining to you, it's not suspended.
But PennDOT has it suspended, so when your plate is suspended, he's supposed to take your plate and send it to PennDOT, and they start suspension for 3 months.
And what I'm explaining to you is my plate is not suspended.
Well, he can show
Even
you.
when I went to court, my plate is
he
not
can print
suspended.
it out for you and show you. I'll show it to you.
After several minutes of waiting for Duggins to provide her insurance, Officer Duffy moves to take the plates off the car, but Duggins interrupts him. Meanwhile, on the other side, another officer takes the car keys from the male passenger in the car with them.
What you did to me and how you treated me, you
Don't forget
better
that.
remember, because believe me,
maintain the way
I'm
you're
going
acting.
home. I'm going home, and believe me, when I get on the phone, I'm getting on the phone with the chief, and I'm getting on the phone with the mayor, because I damn sure
Make sure you do.
Listen,
No way.
I'm not even worried about it, but your position, you're gonna get your fired. That's what's gonna happen.
Remember that.
That's what's gonna happen.
Remember that.
That's what's gonna happen.
The male passenger takes the young child in the car away, while Duggins continues to argue with the cops. She reveals that she is on the police advisory committee. Officer Duffy expresses delight at this, and says that he hopes the rest of the committee sees the way she's acting, thanks to the body cam. He goes on to put cuffs on her daughter, Fatira. While Duggins continues to argue with the police, her daughter is placed under arrest and led to the back of the van. The officer takes the plates off her car and informs her that she is going to receive a citation. Duggins tells the cop that he's going to get fired. She requests a pen and a paper, then says she needs to know the name of the officer. The other policeman happily provides both, and Officer Duffy comes and gives her his card even before she asks. She continues to scream threats at the officer as she leaves the scene. The allegations Duggins Magdalensky had leveled against Officer Dan Duffy were dismissed, being deemed baseless. Duggins resigned from the Police Advisory Committee board after members voted to oust her.
Her job is to solve violent crime, which Chattanooga Police Department only solves 9% of violent crime in this city. And the majority, 57% of all things that y'all do are non-violent crimes that y'all harass people.
Mott claims the job of the police is to solve violent crimes, but they harass people instead. City Council candidate Marie Mott was pulled over because her passenger headlight was out, but she didn't believe this offense was worth pulling her over. Even though she hasn't gotten the position yet, Marie already thinks she's at liberty to dictate the severity of her own offenses. Of course, things don't go her way.
Monster car in the Chattanooga Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is your passenger headlight is out.
Okay. That's not a reason to pull me over.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Do you have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance on you?
Ma'am, you just you just did an illegal U-turn to come over here and harass me. That's not a crime that my headlight is out.
Yes, ma'am, it's a traffic violation.
That's not a headlight if it went out while I'm driving. That's not a crime.
The police officer walks up to Mott's car and informs her of the reason why she was pulled over. Mott responds by saying that the light law violation was not enough reason to pull her over. The officer disagrees. Mott points out that the officer did an illegal U-turn to come harass her. The officer asks for her license registration and insurance. Mott agreed to provide her license and nothing else. Her reason was that the police had no reason to pull her over to begin with. Mott says she has not committed a crime. The police officer disagrees once more, saying that she did, in fact, commit a crime. Mott argues that it is not a crime that her headlight is out. The officer tells her that it is a traffic violation. Mott says it is not a crime if it went out while she was driving.
You're harassing a black
Do you have
woman.
insurance on your vehicle?
Yes, I have insurance.
Okay,
Are you
I
asking
need
me that
proof of
because I'm
insurance.
black?
No, ma'am.
You're asking me that because I'm black?
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
you are.
Everyone in this state has to have insurance and proof
Ma'am,
of it.
that went out while I was driving. I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm not doing nothing illegal. You're harassing me.
After the officer takes the license, Mott accuses her of harassing a black woman. The officer ignored her statement and asked her if she had insurance on her vehicle. Mott says she does and asks if the officer was inquiring about that because she's black. The officer says no. Mott doubles down and accuses the officer of asking her for her insurance because she is black. She continues to accuse the officers of harassing her. The officer inquires if the car belongs to Mott. She responds rudely, but the officer remains calm and polite, asking her to sit tight for a moment.
And who are you? Why you pulled up over here and haven't even identified yourself? I don't even know you.
Hey, whoa. Okay.
No, because I look over here and I don't even know you're a stranger. You haven't even identified yourself.
I am Officer Monroe with Chattanooga Police. I was come back up my partner just to make sure she was okay.
You need to identify yourself. That's part of your
Well,
protocol.
you were in the middle of a conversation, so
If you're
how was I
walking
gonna
up
go? I'm Officer Monroe, and you're correct. Yes, I just moved to this team, so I'm glad that we're actually gonna go ahead and meet properly. And like I've said before,
This ain't no properly.
like I've said before, I have not raised my voice at you at all. I have not been rude to you at all. So,
Your partner just literally whipped around and did a legal U-turn to come follow me.
Body cam footage switches to the other police officer walking up to the passenger side of the car while Mott is still speaking. The other officer leaves, but Mott is still chirping. She turns and sees officer number 2 on the window of the passenger side and immediately goes off on him for not identifying himself. Officer number 2 introduced himself politely and informed her that he was only coming to back up his colleague. Mott tells him he should have identified himself, and Officer Monroe points out that she was in a conversation and he was trying not to be rude. Mott continues to rant, saying that the officers were white cops in a black community and saying that they were harassing her. She goes back to the other officer doing an illegal U-turn to come harass her. Officer number 2 argues that his colleague was doing her job, to which Mott states that the job of the police is to solve violent crimes.
you've got a lot of facts. Do you look those up?
I got a lot of facts because I'm a community activist, and I see this is the kind of stuff that happens in the black community all the time. One cop pulls us over, 5 cops will pull us. This doesn't happen.
Since you're an activist, do you understand that usually traffic stops for police officers are the most dangerous because we don't know who we're pulling?
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I get your phone number real quick? For documentation.
Documentation for what? What have I done? I'm asking what have I done? What are y'all getting ready to do? Why do you need my information?
We like to have information of everybody that we step out with.
While Mott continues to rant, officer number 2 comments on the facts she has stated and asks if she has looked them up. Mott responds that she has a lot of facts because she is a community activist and that she sees the kind of stuff that happens in the black community all the time. She comments on the fact that more police officers were arriving on the scene. Officer number 2 goes on to ask if she is aware that traffic stops are the most dangerous for police officers since they don't know who they are pulling over. Mott denies this and immediately goes on to say that the police beat up a lot of people. She claims to know her rights better than the police officer does. Another officer arrives to collect her phone number.
You're citing me for a headlight. I have my insurance. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Improper display of plates. What is that? These are the new tags. legs. They are discolored because they're new. What are you talking about?
The female officer returns and informs her of all of her violations. Of course, Mott doesn't like this and immediately begins to question the officer. They argue back and forth over the Mott's various violations. At some point, she even steps out of the car to address the problem of her plates being obstructed. Mott finally signs the citation and demands to have the officer's cards. The officer provides her card. Mott continues to argue that she has proof of insurance even though she declined to provide one. The officer informs her that her computer shows that the car's insurance was not confirmed. The traffic stop eventually comes to an end, and Mott drives off. Mrs. Mott suffered multiple consequences for her rude and callous behavior. She was forced to appear in court. The body cam footage was released before the runoff in the city council elections, in which Mrs. Mott was a candidate, and that certainly did some damage. The video also proved that the stop was not for any racist reasons.
Cuffs. Cuffs. Hook 'em.
After confirming several times that there were no weapons in the car, the police found ammo, a magazine, and finally, a gun in the car Clarence Williams was driving. It's amazing how people can be so wrong and yet claim to be victims when they have to face the consequences of their actions. This driver got lawfully pulled over and decided to pull the racism card. Unfortunately, it backfires and lands him in even bigger trouble with the police.
Yeah, I'm going to have a procedure done on my shoulder.
I got you.
Surgery.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that was, I'm like,
I got
so
you.
when I'm looking, I'm seeing one lane this way.
Yeah, you're all over the place switching lanes. I got you.
All right, man. Yeah, that was all. I was just going to Metro for a procedure.
Okay, you got your ID with you real quick?
I got my, this is not my car, it's my girl's car. So this is my,
That's your ID though?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have your, or her insurance card with you?
No.
No? Okay.
Because I normally drive my car, but my car is in tank, but she is, and I drove her car because it's cheap on gas.
I got you, man.
So that was it.
I got you. All right, just hang tight for me for a minute, okay? I'll be back with you.
My procedure's at 2.
All right, man. I'll make it quick for you.
The first few seconds of the body cam footage has no audio. It shows the officer getting out of his car, and he's approaching a silver-colored Volkswagen sedan. The driver of the car is dressed in a white shirt. He was later identified as Clarence Williams. The audio starts with the man trying to explain himself and how he couldn't see the lane, and the officer tells him that he was all over the place. Williams presents his ID but tells the officer that the car is not his, but his girl's car. He informs the officer that he has to go for surgery, and his procedure is at 2 o'clock. The officer promises to make the stop quickly as he returns to his patrol car with the ID.
All right, man. How old are you?
I'm 36.
36? All right. All right, you mind stepping out for me real quick so I can talk to you out here? You got no guns, drugs, knives, anything like that on you?
No, what's wrong?
All right, man. All right, I'm going to check you real quick, okay? You can turn around for me. No, the car smells like weed, bro. How much weed's in there?
No, I ain't got no.
No weed? Okay. Alrighty. So what I'm gonna do is, cause I'm by myself right now. My other guy's right there on another stop. I'm gonna put you in the back of my car, no cuffs or anything like that. I'm gonna go through your car and I'll get you on your way, okay?
Come on.
All right, man.
All right. Well, let me call him.
I'll grab your phone for you.
Oh my God, bro! This is a waste. This is a waste of
All right.
time, bro.
I'll go around the other side and get the phone.
Yeah. All right. Well, make sure you shut the door. Go ahead.
No, dude, come here.
No, I ain't doing nothing, bro.
All right. All right. You're good, bro. Come on, man. You're good. Here, dude. You're good. I'm not being racist, dude. Here's your phone. All right.
My license is okay.
All right. There's your phone.
Cigarette smells right there.
All right. There's your phone.
That's it. Ain't no.
You grab your phone whenever you want, man.
All that weird stuff. Come on. Yeah,
all right.
I want to call another department or a captain or something.
All right, man. My boss is right over there.
Yeah.
The officer runs the ID and moves back to Williams's car. The officer asks his age and then asks him to step out of the car. While he is doing that, the officer inquires if he has any guns or drugs in the car. The man answers that there aren't. The officer pats him down, and the man asks him what's going on. The officer tells him that his car smells like weed. The man claims there's no weed in the car. The officer tells him that he will be seated in the back of the patrol car without cuffs. The man is unhappy about this and requests to make a call. The officer takes precautions and offers to grab the phone for him. The man steps away from the car dramatically, even though the officer reassures him he's good. While the policeman grabs the phone, the man accuses the cop of being racist. The cop says that he's not and offers Williams his phone. The man continues to throw a tantrum, but he approaches and grabs his phone.
I've already patted him down. He's all good. He just, I was just gonna sit in my car real quick while I go through the car.
That's fine because I was on my GPS because I couldn't find this place.
All right.
I had surgery to go to at
That's
2
all right.
o'clock. I said you can search the car when I come out of surgery. I've been trying to do this, get this surgery done for 2 years.
Understand.
On my shoulder, bro. That's
Understand.
crazy. Oh, she smokes cigarettes. Dad, I am pulled over by Broadview Heights Police Department.
What do you need to do, Nick?
I have license and everything. But everything cleared out. Everything cleared. And they told me they gotta search the car for weed. They got pounds of weed. What, man, bro? This is the captain right here. Can you please talk to this dude or whatever? You hear me?
Hold on, let me explain something to you.
Operator Robert Tom 644021. Advise speed.
I know my father wants to talk to you. He's somebody you might know.
First of all, calm down and we'll explain to you what's going on. And then we'll talk to Dad.
Go.
I understand that.
I had to be there at 2. I said you could search the car when I'm done. I just gotta get it done.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
So what's the reason of the search?
He's the one that stopped you.
What's the reason of the search?
All right.
So anything can smell like weed.
Dude, listen to me.
He said it smells like weed. Anything can smell like weed.
Listen to me.
She smoked cigarettes.
What's your name, sir?
Cigarette butt in the ashtray.
What's your name, sir?
Man,
What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir?
He already got my ID and my license.
I don't know.
You already searched it, so tell him my name.
I don't know who you are.
You just looked me up. You just ran my name. Then you just run my name, right? You just ran my name.
You want to have your surgery or go to jail? You decide. Calm down.
That's crazy.
Listen to me.
I'm about to miss the surgery again.
Listen to me. Let me talk to you about it and I'll explain what's going on. You gotta calm down so I can talk to you, okay?
Yeah, man, I already know what's going on. Y'all racist. He seen the black guy and Okay, what?
You need to calm down, all right? Here's the problem. You got 2 options. He's right. He's right. He does his job and you leave. 2, you get wound up and start getting crazy. But it doesn't matter. Because he's right. He can arrest you and he doesn't want to. So just calm down and we'll get out of here. That's it. You just gotta relax.
Another police officer arrives on the scene, presumably Officer Number 1's supervisor. Officer Number 1 informs Williams that his boss has arrived and that he could speak with him. The man approached Officer Number 2 and began to explain that he was on his GPS and he had surgery to go to at 2 o'clock. Williams continues to rage even as the cops try to placate him. He calls his father on the phone, but Officer Number 2 declines to talk until they have explained things to Williams. Officer Number 1 goes on to search the car. Williams calls the police racist for attempting to search his car, saying that they were doing it because he was a black guy. Officer Number 2 explained to Williams that if he allowed the other officer to search the car, he could be done and on his way. The other option was that he could be arrested.
Hey bro, you said there's no guns in the car? Does your girlfriend shoot or something? I found like a magazine, some ammo. I got you. No, I'm just making sure. Yeah, where at? Cuffs. Cuffs.
Can I go now, please? Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your back for me.
Oh my God. Now I gotta put my hands behind my back.
Let me talk to Dad. You told me there was no gun in the car, bro.
Right, it isn't.
There isn't?
No.
There isn't. Dude, I asked you how many times if there was a gun in the car.
There's no gun in the car.
There isn't, okay.
The f you talking about? There's no gun in the car.
All right.
There's no gun in the car.
Well, it's on the passenger seat right now, and I found it hidden by the gear shifter.
What the f? I never seen that before in my life.
All right.
What the f?
I bet I'm done. I'm gonna go through.
I never seen that before in my life. Nothing at all. I swear to God. That's not mine. There's nothing going on. I have nothing going on at all.
Okay. We'll figure it out, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
You said your girlfriend's a cop. Where at? Where's your cop at, bro?
Cleveland.
Cleveland? Okay. We'll get all this figured out.
Thank you. Man,
All right, man?
I don't have nothing going on at all. I don't know nothing about nothing.
All right, man. Take a seat back there.
Body cam footage cuts back to officer number 1 as he searches the car on the passenger side. He goes to confirm Williams' claim there are no firearms in the car. He asks Williams if his girl shoots because he found some magazines and ammo in the car. William confirms that she does. The officer continues his search, and eventually a gun turns up. It is hidden inside the shifter. Right away, the police put handcuffs on Williams. The cop informs him that there is a gun in the car as he is led to the back of the police cruiser. Clarence Williams was indicted for having weapons while under disability, carrying concealed weapons, and improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle. This situation would have turned out much better than it did if Williams had been cooperative from the start and hadn't pulled the race card. Now look where that got him.
No, step out.
Bro, you can't pull on my car? Bro, you can't pull on my car. I'm not gonna, no, you're not gonna pull.
Step out, step out. Step out, step out.
The woman tries to roll up her mirror and leave before the stop is over. The cops open the door and hold it open as she tries to shut it again. This woman had committed nearly every violation in the book. At first, the police pulled her over for speeding. She was going 50 miles per hour where it should have been 30 miles per hour. Then they found out she was drinking, but it didn't stop there. Her car is unregistered and uninsured, and when the police ask her to step out, she immediately plays the race card and tries to resist arrest. This woman is a total piece of work, folks.
Can you open this one? Does it roll down? Can I open it? Can you roll this one down? Does it not open?
You come outside.
No, I'm saying I'm talking to you on this side. Can you roll this down all the way? Can you roll it down more for me, please, so I can talk to you? So yeah, all the way down, please.
Can you come this side?
No, okay, so Officer Caliendo, the reason I stopped is for your speed and your tag's expired. Can you please roll the window down all the way?
How far is all the way?
All the way, like all the way down.
Sorry, I don't understand what all the way is.
Okay, let me get your license from you.
No, I'm literally asking you.
All the way down.
Like, to, okay.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Can I have your license and proof of insurance from you?
Officer Caliendo approaches the passenger side of the woman's SUV and knocks on the window. We see the driver sitting in the car, and the officer tries to motion for her to roll down the window. She motions for the officer to move to the driver's side of the car. She finally rolled the passenger side down just enough so her voice could get through. She asks him to move over to the other side, but the officer says no. The officer asks her to roll the window all the way down, but the driver asks him to come over to the other side of the car. The officer refuses and informs her that she was pulled over for speeding and politely asks that she roll the window all the way down so that he can talk to her. The woman doesn't seem to be able to understand what the officer means by all the way as regards her window. She asks him how far all the way is. No, that was not a joke. After multiple back and forth, she finally comprehends what Officer Caliendo means. Once that is done, he asks for her license and proof of insurance once more. The driver goes to get it.
Yeah, so Shales is a 30 right there, and so you're going 50. So you're 20 over, so a little bit fast, okay?
My pedometer is not reading correctly, so I don't know what it says. So
Okay.
I apologize if it doesn't read what you're reading is. So thank you for letting me aware.
Yeah.
Be aware. Okay.
Where are you headed to tonight?
Home.
Home?
Yes.
Over on Kenneth?
Yes.
Do you have insurance in the car as well? All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can I give you the email version?
Yeah, if you have it on your phone, that's fine.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Where are you coming from?
My home.
You're going home? And you're coming from home?
No. I came out, and then my friend had a birthday party, and she had a situation, and I went with her.
Okay. Does she live in town, or?
Batavia?
Oh, okay.
Officer Caliendo informs her that she was going 20 miles per hour over the speed limit. The woman responds by saying her speedometer isn't working, so she doesn't know. The officer asks her where she's headed. She says she's going home. The officer takes her license and asks for her insurance. While she is still searching for proof of insurance, the cop asks her where she is coming from, and she answers that she is coming from home. This is the point where you realize that she is not all sober in the car. She told the policeman earlier that she was going home. Her response gets even more confusing with further questioning.
How much have you had to drink? tonight? You just not gonna answer? Because you've got a couple empty shooters on the ground. Right there, it looks like 3 of them.
Yeah, that's not pertaining to tonight.
Okay, so you can't have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't. So, like I explained to people previously, I don't. There's multiple people that drive my car. So.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You're still in possession of it. Okay.
Okay,
So
I understand. That's
it's
fine.
not. I mean, it's
No
probably
problem.
just not a good idea, even if someone else is drinking them in your car, to leave them there. Okay.
I got you. I understand it. I thank you for your concern.
Officer Caliendo.
You said what?
Caliendo.
And then what is the purpose of the pullover?
You're going 20 over the speed limit and your tag's expired. That's the reason.
Okay, let me call my lawyer.
Oh, you know, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna have you.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay, hang out here.
The officer asks her how much she had to drink that night. The woman doesn't answer. Then the officer points out 3 empty bottles of alcohol on the floor of her car. The woman says those weren't pertaining to that night. She says there were multiple people who drove her car, but the officer says that doesn't matter since she's still in possession of it. They both go silent for a time, and then the officer tells her to wait while he goes back to his car for a moment. The audio shuts off briefly, and then Officer Caliendo comes back and introduces himself to her. She asks what the purpose of being pulled over, and the policeman informs her that she was going over the speed limit and her tag was expired. The woman says that she is going to call her lawyer. Officer Caliendo tries to placate her, but she seems like she is going to argue, so he tells her to wait, and he finally leaves for his car while another policeman arrives.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm just gonna see if you have your insurance for him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's in the. Okay. 1 second. You want to look at it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, come in, zoom in.
Zoom in? I don't. Are you asking me to zoom
No, I'm
in?
not asking you anything. You're standing over me while I'm talking to my brother.
Oh no, yeah, well, yeah. I'm just here to see if you have your insurance on.
Oh, I have my insurance. I gave you my insurance already.
You never showed me your insurance.
It's like 5 people that came over to my car already.
It's only me and the officer that stopped
Okay,
you.
thank you. The insurance. I'm not dealing with that right now. Whatever.
Body cam footage switches to the second policeman, Officer Salgado. He approaches the car on the driver's side and briefly looks in the back seat of her car before her. Once more, he asks for her insurance to show Officer Caliendo. The woman says she's already given the officer her insurance already. The officer says that she hasn't. The woman says there have been about 5 people who have already come over to her car. The officer tells her there's only been 2 of them.
I'm out here, like, they harassing me. Like, what the is going on?
How am I harassing you?
Bro,
All I asked was for your insurance. That's it.
I have my insurance. I gave you my insurance card already.
No, you did not.
I apologize.
No, you're fine. This is just.
No, I'm not saying anything. My brother's coming. He'll have the insurance, all this stuff for you, okay?
He has the insurance?
Yes, he has my insurance for the car, everything. He's like, we live 2 minutes away from him. He'll be here in 1 second.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just concerned because, I mean, you told me that you showed it to me just now twice, but now you're saying that your brother has the insurance.
Yes, I did show the insurance card to the officer prior to you.
Okay, was that one expired or something? Or
No, it wasn't expired.
Okay. Does he have the insurance?
Yes, he has it. And I have it in my car. My phone. My phone is about to die, so I didn't want to do too much.
Gotcha. Okay.
Was there something going on, or what happened?
Oh, I don't know why he stopped you, to be honest with you.
Can you find out?
I just got you. He'll be out here in just a second.
Okay. You should find out before you just hover over people like his. Like, they're stupid.
No, so typically, especially in night shift, we just have 2 officers when normally we pull over her vehicle.
While Officer Salgado continues to wait for the woman to provide proof of her car's insurance, she begins to mumble something about how they were harassing her. Officer Salgado asks her how they are harassing her. She doesn't respond to that. The officer tells her all he did was ask for her insurance. She says that she already gave him the insurance. He tells her that she didn't. The woman apologizes. The officer accepts. She tells him that her brother is coming with the insurance. The officer points out that she already said that she had shown them her insurance, and now she's saying that her brother was with her insurance. Her explanation for this mix-up is confusing at best.
Okay, so you're gonna get arrested for obstructing if you don't.
Let me talk to my lawyer.
Okay, so
I'll call my lawyer. Let me call my lawyer.
What I have you do is step out. No, step out.
Bro, you can't pull on my car? Bro, you can't pull on my car. I'm not gonna, no, you're not gonna pull.
Step out, step out. Step out, step out.
Am I doing anything?
Step
No, I'm not
out.
bothering you.
Step out.
I'm not obstructing anything. You're
Step out.
grabbing me.
Step out.
You're grabbing me.
Stop. Get
You're
out.
grabbing
Stop.
me.
You need to get
You're
out.
grabbing me.
You need to get out.
You're grabbing me for no
Stop.
reason.
Hey, don't turn the car on. Get out. Get out. Don't pull away. Get out. Well,
Okay,
you're under
let's
arrest
do-
now.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Get out. Get out.
Let's redo it.
Get out.
Let's redo it.
Get out.
You're ripping.
Get out of the car.
Bro, let's redo it.
Get out here.
Cause you're not, cause I didn't do anything wrong against y'all.
Switch.
Like for real. And you know it.
Get out.
I didn't do anything wrong against y'all.
Step
I'm
out.
talking to y'all.
Step out. Get out of the car.
I haven't done anything wrong against y'all.
Get out.
Like
Get
he's
out.
pulling my arm.
Get out.
He's pulling my.
Get the other arm.
Tell me what the hell I do. You have to read my rights. Did he read my rights?
Come on. Get out.
Yeah. Bro, did you read my rights? Okay, that's fine. I have a lawyer. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Did you read my rights? Okay. As long.
All right. So you're under arrest for obstructing, resisting. Just ask you to step
Now
out.
you're reading my rights afterwards. You read my
Stand up.
rights afterwards. According to my lawyer, you read my rights afterwards.
Here, put
You
your knees
read
up.
my rights
Put your knees up.
afterwards.
Stand up. Knees up.
You read
Stand up.
my
Put your
rights
knees up. Stand up.
afterwards.
Officer Caliendo returns to her car and asks her to step out. The woman threatens to call her lawyer, but the policeman insists that she step out of the car. She tries to roll up the window, but he opens the car door. The woman continues to struggle with the cops and resist. She tries to close the door again, but the officer holds it open. She continues to ignore the order to step out of the vehicle. The officers grab her, and she starts to scream. He warns her not to turn on the car. The woman asks if they grabbed her because she's black, and the officer tells her it is because she has an open container. She continues to resist the cops. While she continues to fight the police, they inform her that she is under arrest. The struggle intensifies as they attempt to pull her out of the car. The woman continues to demand that the officers read her rights. The officer finally manages to get her out of the car, and then they read her rights after she is face down on the ground and the cuffs are on her wrists. She continues to complain that the officer read her rights afterward.
You read my rights
All right,
after.
we're gonna stand up. Alrighty. Let's go
They
to the
read my
squad.
rights. You know me.
What's going on? What happened?
I'm saying they read my rights
Let's go this
after.
way.
No, it's not okay.
Let's go talk about the police department.
You want me to search you?
Please, yeah.
You gotta search me. Search me. Search me.
What happened tonight?
Search me. They read my rights after.
What do you mean?
It's okay. I'm gonna talk to my lawyer.
What do you
Me
mean?
and you are correct.
Okay. What do you mean they read you your rights
Tap,
after?
tap.
Yep. There you go. All right.
No, it's cool. They read my rights afterwards. It's cool.
Okay. All right.
Bro! It's cool. Bro!
You take a seat.
Yeah, let me talk. No, hey.
No, I told you what the deal would be.
No, I'm talking to my brother because he know. Because I'm not on that like, come on. I thought the master. Who got a master's? You got a master's? Okay, you ain't got a master's. You got a bachelor's degree? Who got a bachelor's?
Don't put that. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're gonna catch another charge.
That might.
Oh, that's what you want, right? That makes you feel good, right? A double cage?
Well, just get.
No,
easier
okay, I know.
You want to take a seat?
As
Okay.
a white woman,
Take a seat.
bro,
Come on, take a seat. I don't want.
I'm not doing. I'm
I don't
sitting
want
right
to
here.
lift you into the car.
I'm sitting right here.
Everyone else has a
I'm
single
cool.
cage.
I'm
Right?
all cool.
Harris,
You have a what?
yours is a
You have a
double or
double?
single?
You have a double?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bring that over.
Bro, are my kids good?
Put her
Or,
feet in.
bro, I can feel.
The woman doesn't stop fighting, but the cops finally wrestle her into the back of the car and take her away. The woman was charged with 2 counts of resisting and obstructing a police officer, driving under the influence of alcohol, operating a vehicle with an expired registration, speeding, illegal transportation of alcohol, and operating an uninsured vehicle. As it turns out, being black doesn't mean you're above the law.
Get out of the road. Get out of the roadway.
Hey! Stop! Stop! You're not touching me! Stop! I didn't do anything!
A scuffle ensues as the police officers try to pull her away from the patrol car, and the woman punches the sergeant, effectively turning a citation into a felony. Police officers noticed a red vehicle driving erratically, and they pulled the car over. The woman behind the wheel is identified as someone who is driving under a suspended license. The vehicle also had expired plates. Things get heated between the police and the woman.
Copy. 2013 Chevy, expired plate.
You're driving. When you pulled that little stunt over there, how you cut everybody off and accelerate like a crazy person?
I wasn't.
Ma'am, there's traffic heavy here. There's no need for that. That's caused accidents. So I need your license.
Okay, what's the attitude though, sir?
Because your driving's horrible. There's no need for it. You could have caused 2 or 3 accidents.
No, I was driving so I wouldn't cause no accident.
No, you were driving aggressively.
I was getting away from the traffic because
You know what?
they wasn't even going.
There's bumper-to-bumper traffic at 91 at this hour. You should not be driving that way. You were so lucky that you didn't cause an accident.
No, I wasn't doing 91, and then the lady wasn't even doing the speed limit that I was behind, so I went beside.
Do you know what the speed limit is right here?
It's not what she was doing.
What's the speed limit here? No, it's 25.
But she wasn't doing 25. She was doing at least like 15.
Well, she can do 15.
She can do 15, but
Yeah.
I can't do over.
You can't drive aggressively and you change lanes.
So she can do 16. Why is it? Because of her race?
She doesn't feel safe. That's not a violation. 15 and 25. It's just slow speed. No.
So you allowed to go slow in the 25?
Well, that's your judge of how fast she's going. Did you have her on radar or something?
No, she
or
was going extremely slow, sir.
Well, okay, that's fine, but you can't be aggressive like that, whipping out. You don't have the right of way to change the lane unless it's clear. You didn't use any signal. Oh, you just cut it over. You just cut it over and get it.
I did use
All right, I need your license. I need your insurance.
I did
The camera on the patrol car shows the policeman pulling a red Chevrolet sedan over. The footage cuts to the officer's body cam as he steps out of the vehicle and approaches the sedan. The officer explains that he pulled her over because of her driving. She had cut people off and accelerated irresponsibly. He asks for her license. They argue back and forth about her offense. The woman tries to shift the blame onto another driver. The officer directly asks for her license and insurance, cutting off the argument.
Come out of the car for me, please. I need you to step out of the car.
Yeah, and I'm asking.
Your license is suspended.
Okay, my license, I just made a payment. It's Saturday.
Well, and then we go by the computer, and the computer is suspended. Do you have any paperwork on you? So anyway, I need you to step out of the car. Because I asked you. So please step out of the car. Step out of the car. Ma'am, step out of the car.
Since he walked up to the car.
Okay. Well, man, but you have to follow his orders and step out, and we'll talk about it back at his vehicle, okay? We're
Yeah,
gonna go
you're-
back here because we don't want.
You're not under arrest right
stand
now.
here. We're just gonna come back
So
this
just
way.
come on out of the car. We got paperwork to do. All right, leave your purse there for me. All right, you don't have anything on you? No weapons, anything like that?
No.
Okay, we're gonna put you in the back of the car.
You're gonna come back in the back of my ear?
No, the police car. You have nothing on you? What's in your pocket right there? In your right pocket? Nothing? Okay.
Okay. Why? Just because I'm black don't mean I got weapons.
No. Let's get ma'am, yes, Alright, we're gonna have you. You're not under arrest. Okay, we're just having you have a seat in the back of his car, okay? You said your driver's license, you're not aware it's suspended, or what's going on with that?
I have to have an SR22 for my license to be valid.
Okay.
And I paid it, but by it being a Saturday, it's not gonna go through. I got paid yesterday.
Okay, did you pay it today, or did you pay it yesterday?
I paid it today.
The officer returns to the woman's Chevrolet and asks her to step out of the car. He tells her that her license is suspended. The woman still hesitates to leave the car and complains to the other policewoman on the scene that officer number 1 has been very rude to her. The policewoman tries to placate her and tells her to simply step out so they can talk. The woman steps out of the car, and they ask her if she has anything on her, a weapon or anything like that. The woman replies that just because she is black does not mean that she has a weapon. The female officer proceeds to pat her down and tells her to take a seat in the back of the officer's car.
So what's her story with the
She said the check engine's light's on, so she can't get an updated registration until she gets the check engine light fixed, and she's supposed to get that fixed next week. However, she told me Monday when I told her it was Memorial Day, she's like, oh. So I don't know if she actually is going to get that fixed, or she's just trying to hope.
Alright, so she's just BSing the whole time.
Yeah.
Alright.
What's her name? Derisa?
Yeah. Okay, your license is showing suspended. Derisa? Yes, I'm towing your car.
Huh?
There was a marijuana cigarette in the ashtray. Yeah, in the ashtray.
I'm talking about the pills that you guys are reading.
That gives us access to the whole car, ma'am. No, there's in there. It's in there.
No, they're
Well, when you lift up the thing, you can see it there. It looks like someone placed it real nice and neat there.
You're finishing the site with her?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just going to give it to her.
And informs her that her license was suspended, her plates were expired, there was weed in the ashtray of the car, and they were going to tow it. The woman continues to argue, and the female officer calls her sergeant and informs him that the woman wants to see him.
Back in Jim's car. She just wants to know why we're towing her car. She doesn't like my answer as to why we're towing her car, so... Yep, suspended, expired plates. She said she should be able to have somebody come get it. That's rude that we're not letting it. Yeah, that's what I said.
She went, she paid somebody, she told...
The sergeant arrives, and the female officer explains the situation to him before he goes on to talk to the woman. The sergeant tries to speak with her, but she is on her phone, and he walks away.
What are you doing? You're not getting in the car. You're not getting in this car. Get away from the car. Don't tell me. Get away from the car. Get away from the car.
Like I said, shut up.
No, you shut up.
No, you shut up.
No, I'm not going to.
Do something.
Get away from the car. Get away from the car.
Do
Get away from the car.
something. Do something.
Get away from the car. Get
I
on
want my
side.
driver like that. That's not hard.
Okay.
No, I am about to record them, and I'm showing them in court you're racist. And he
You're already on the. You're on video too. So go and step aside.
He's been racist.
All right, let's get out here, guys. Let's get out. Let's get out.
Step away from the vehicle.
Out of the road. Get out of the roadway.
Hey!
Stop! Stop! Why is that touching me? Why is that touching me? I didn't do anything. Why is that? See, I'm not doing anything.
Standing in the street.
I'm not.
Why is that
touching me?
Move his car after he get out of the road.
I'm not doing anything.
Get away from the car.
I'm not doing anything.
It's obstruction and assault on a police officer.
I didn't touch nobody.
You punched me in the face.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Can you get off of me?
Stop.
Can you get off of me? Can you just get off of me? Why are you doing this to me? This is...
No.
You got him.
You're going to jail.
Why?
Because you're not listening.
I am about to come with
Over. This is in your way. Please scoot over.
Can I get my phone?
I have it.
Can I get it?
You don't get it now.
What?
I already checked it all. We both checked it. She has some pills, but
There's no weapons in it.
no, there's just prescription pills.
Okay.
None of them are controlled. Did we lose any other property?
I just grabbed her phone and tossed it.
Well, I threw my cuffs, but I found them. I was just making sure nothing else came out.
That's all I tossed her.
All right.
Somebody pick it up?
Yeah, I picked it up. It's on your
I
floorboard.
just tossed it on the grass over there.
It's on your floorboard. You're good.
The woman tries to get into Officer Number 1's car, and the sergeant steps in. The officer tries to pull away from the patrol car, and she punches the sergeant in the process. The struggle ends with her on the ground, and the cops immediately put handcuffs on her while she screams that she didn't do anything. She resists and cries that the cops are being racist while they try to restrain her. They put her back into the patrol car. The woman was charged with assault, resisting arrest, obstructing official business, and various other violations. She was indicted for resisting arrest and assault on a police officer. A warrant has been issued for her arrest. Well, that's that on the repercussions of trying to play the race card. There is so much chaos and stupidity in this world that we almost never run out of content. Stick around for more interesting stories.